Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to ZIKA Campus. And some very familiar faces. So others I think new to ZIKA. So what we'll do is I'm running this because there's a live recording going on. So for them to hear much clearer. Right. So the whole purpose of today's meeting is to give you all a career pathway on cybersecurity. What we are going to do today is that I'm going to give you a bit of information. I'm going to run fast about ZIKA, this organization, and then I'm going to give you information on this certified cybersecurity professional training program that we are offering to you, and also giving you some feedback on job opportunities what we have locally and globally, and also I will mentioning how we are guaranteeing you a job 100% once you complete. And finally, last but not the least, is your investment that you would have to pay to get this qualification. So without further ado, I'll just quickly run. So ZIKA stands for Center for Integrated Communication Research and Advocacy. It's a long name, but we brand ourselves as ZIKA. So we have ZIKA Campus who has been there for the last 12 years, and we have two other companies. We have ZIKA Consultancies Private Limited and ZIKA Solutions Private Limited, where ZIKA Solutions is that a company that we bought 7 years ago. You all would have heard about this company called Zenith Business Solutions, and today they are the first software development company which is registered in the Colombo Stock Exchange. For many companies, they are the first one. So back 7 years ago, when they were going for the listing, they were to be specialized only in HRIS solutions, and they were looking for investor for all the non-HRIS products that they have. That is where ZIKA got involved and purchased all that, and that's where the birth of ZIKA Solutions Private Limited. So this has been our pathway. We started ZIKA Center for Integrated Communication Research and Advocacy, started back in 2007 as a non-for-profit organization, and we work with all the UN agencies for development communication related advocacies, and that's where this name for Center for Integrated Communication Research and Advocacy came in. In 2011, we started ZIKA Consultancies Private Limited. Then we moved to ZIKA Campus. Under ZIKA Consultancies, we do consultancy work. We work with the government. We work with the private sector. People like you as ethical hackers. They break into systems with permission and give them a report how safe or how vulnerable their IT systems are. And as I said, ZIKA Solutions is back in 2016 that we bought the company. So let's talk about ZIKA Campus. That's what you're here for. So I will not focus on consultancies and the solutions. So ZIKA Campus, we have 4 different pillars. Number 1, we have the Higher Education Delivery Center. We have the undergraduates. We have the postgraduate programs. At the same time, we have the Professional Development Center, mainly dedicated to cybersecurity. But beginning of this year, we have moved into a Bachelor of Business pathway program as well, which students can go to Australia. Then also 2023, we started this study abroad section, because today the need is that most of the people wants to go abroad. Now we have partnered with many organizations, so we are supporting students. Either you do study 1 year here, second and third, or you want to go to any other discipline of our partner universities, we support through the study abroad section. Then we have, as I said, the Professional Development Center, highly dedicated for cybersecurity, but we also do certain customized training program based on the requirements of the corporates. Then we have the recruitment arm, that is where most of the organizations contact us when they want a cybersecurity professional. I have some of the bachelor students of our program here. They go for industry workshops during their 3-year period, and the final year they go internships. It's a compulsory internships. So that is the connections that we have. Now, you know, cybersecurity is you need to trust the person for you to handle, give your system for that person. It's an organization just running an advertisement, getting people on board, cannot trust like that. So there is a concern. So that's why they contact us, and for us to recommend somebody for their organization based on the job description that they give. So we do support students on that as well. ZIKA has got many awards during the last so many years. One of the best awards that we have got is this one. So Microsoft Partner of the Year. This award is given almost every year by the regional Microsoft office. But this award comes directly from the head office, where the only organization in Sri Lanka and in the South Asian region has got an award from Microsoft head office. So that is for building a solution to digitize this Sri Lanka's tea auction. Sri Lanka tea auction is regarded as the world's largest and the oldest tea auction. I don't have to tell about the Ceylon tea. I'm sure you all know about it. For converting during the hype of Corona in 2020, within 7 days, we managed to give a solution. As up to date, the platform is the digital platform that the tea auction is running on. So we have got many Iswat Bhumi Awards, ICT Awards. EC Council is the world largest, you will know about EC Council soon, world largest certification authority body where provides cybersecurity related training programs. So ZIKA has partnered with many organizations as strategic partners, and we have Deakin University, Australia. We have Wrexham Glenver University in United Kingdom. Then we have Melbourne Polytechnic in Australia. All these three organizations are government organizations. Sorry, government universities. Now, except for Melbourne Poly, Deakin University and Glenver, we do Bachelor of Cybersecurity degree. Here, Bachelor of Cybersecurity. Here, BSc Honors in Cybersecurity. 3 years degree, all 3 years provided here in Sri Lanka. And you get the certificate from the respective university. And that certificate does not have that you studied in Sri Lanka. So it will be Bachelor of Cybersecurity on a degree awarded by Deakin University. Does not mention whether you studied in Colombo, Australia. So that's the biggest advantage Sri Lankan can get. You know, when you go to Australia, as a 2023 university rate is $36,400 or $600 Australian dollars per year into 3 for 3 years, or if you're going only for 2 years, into 2. Equal amount of dollars have to be spent for your living and accommodation. So you get the same qualification in Sri Lanka, fraction of the cost that you would be paying either in UK or in Australia. So the UK is relatively, I would say, cost effective. I won't call it as cheap, cost effective than Australia. But the Australian problem is that they cannot give a program to non-Australian at a lesser price than Australian gets. That's a government rule. Otherwise, the Australians will also start picketing inside in Melbourne, saying that foreign students are getting at a lesser price than them. So, and also we have this Asian University for Executive Masters in Information Security. Then also we have Wrexham Glenver saying MSc in Cybersecurity. CEC Council is our largest single certification authority body. For example, you will be doing those courses under the CCSP, Certified Ethical Hacking, Computer Hacking Forensic Investigator. Those two programs are must if you are to get a in the United States Department of Defense or in Pentagon. So if you do not have those two qualifications, they will not even call you from interview. So that well, these qualifications are recognized. So we are partner of SLASCOM, Sri Lanka Association of Software and Service Companies. And then we have, through Apply Board, we have opened up many universities so that we can send you abroad. And then the Microsoft, we are Imagine Academy partners. And then we are with TVEC, UGC, and many other partners that we have. These are flagship projects of ZIKA dedicated to cybersecurity. We have the annual cybersecurity summit where I bring down specialists, technical and non, from various countries to come and educate our corporates why you should protect your self, and also what are the latest techniques that have been used in globally for this. So then we find the youth are the most vulnerable. They embrace technology as and when it comes, but at the same time, they need to know how to be safe. So we run cybersecurity awareness trainings. These are in schools as a corporate social responsibility of ZIKA. Then also we have along with the summit, we also have the annual youth summit where we bring down students from various schools across the country. We have even from Jaffna University students are coming in, Jaffna schools. Whole purpose of is they become train the trainers. So we bring students from the ICT sector, students who are studying ICT in their respective school, so that they go and tell their own colleagues how to safeguard or how to be safe in this digital world. And this is totally 100% free. If you know this guy is world famous, a guy called Jack Davis. You can Google about Jack Davis. There's a nice video clip of him being arrested by the Interpol. He was one of the founder members of this famous group called Anonymous. So it's a hacking, I think they're into hacktivism. They're not hacking into organizations, but they tell countries, what you're doing is wrong. If you don't stop this, we are going to hack. Likewise, he had hacked into many, including Malaysia, US, and so many people, organizations, countries, and individuals. It's like, some of us go and holding boards in front of the road. These guys do hacktivism so that they'll try to stop what is happening illegal or what they think it's not right. So this guy had this jail sentence, and now he works for law enforcement agencies as independent consultant, and he is one of our consultants as well. So we bring down, actually along with him, there is another guy called Darren Martin, again another founder member of this anonymous group. They both were in Sri Lanka, and the kids had the nice time of taking selfies and pictures with them. So we also do these hacking competitions just to make sure the students get the hands-on experience in this cybersecurity. So these are graduations. This graduation is in Malaysia for Asian University. So students can go for Malaysia graduations, or even if you study here for Deakin, all 3 years, you can go for the graduation to Melbourne. Likewise to Wrexham Glenville in UK. So you become an alumnus of that organization. Before I just wanted to go back onto some other things. So if you look at us, we have 2,000 plus alumni, all dedicated to cybersecurity. As I said, Bachelor of Business started only this year, and we have almost produced 800 ethical hackers during our last 12 years span. Majority of them are in Sri Lanka, but at least 100, 200 of them out of Sri Lanka, because these are jobs in demand, which I'll be talking very soon. Now, under the undergraduate unit, as I said, we have the certificate in cybersecurity ethical hacking, foundation program. Students after O-level, they can join. Today, lots of students do not want to do A-levels for various reasons. So we also support the foundation on cybersecurity. If you join the degree pathway from foundation, you get your Bachelor of Cybersecurity degree plus, and we will make sure you're a cybersecurity professional at the age of 19. Right? So then we have this cybersecurity NVQ level 5 that we have changed to CCSP. Then, as I said, Bachelor of Cybersecurity of Deakin, DSc Honors in Cybersecurity for Rexton Glenville. These are the two, as up to my knowledge, to date, is the only degree that you have. I know there are BIT, Bachelor of IT specialized in cybersecurity. What happens is most of the students year 1 and 2 are in one general program, and then you specialize either last year or the last semester, and you get the specialization. But these two, both the degrees are from year 1 dedicated to cybersecurity. So once you complete, you're a cybersecurity expert, not just a within brackets or dash cyber security. So that's the difference from a general degree, BIT or BSc, computing or whatever the degree, and in cybersecurity specialization. That's the difference. So we have the Bachelor of Business Pathway program. The 1 year can be done in Sri Lanka, 2 and 3 is in Australia. This would be the fastest, most economical way of if anybody wants to go to Australia, study, work, and live. But today, if you have this qualification, after 2 years of studying in Australia, you get 5 years of post-study work permit. You will see, and that has the jobs in highest demand. So you don't have to wait for 5 years of work permit. Within 1 year, you can apply for your PR, and you are rest assured that you will get it. In this Bachelor of Business, you get 3 years of post-study work permit after you study 2 years in Australia. So that's why we do 1 year here, and we send them to second and third in Australia. So postgraduate program, we have the Executive Masters. That is for working professionals who do not have a bachelor's degree to do a master's program. And you can, after completing this, you can even do the academic masters if you wish, or you can do even a PhD afterwards completing this. So entry qualification here is the age plus minimum of 6 years of work experience. They're not looking for an undergraduate certification. Now for this, you must be an undergraduate to do the MSc. The working professionals cannot join. Most of the master's programs related to undergraduate, it's not working professionals can join. So these are other this one I'm talking about. This is the Executive Masters in Mass Communication. That is about for journalists, corporate communication guys. So this is the Masters in Cybersecurity, where you must get a bachelor's degree to do this program. Then also we have the study abroad program. Professional Development Center, we certified network system administrator. This is a very interesting one. Today, you have people either the Cisco specialized, Linux specialized, or Microsoft specialized. But you hardly find somebody with the knowledge and experience and the certification of all three. So this is that. So you have 7 professional certifications can be done in this. So when you go for an organization, you can tell the organization, look, I know Microsoft, I know Cisco, I know Linux, and I know how to integrate all 3 of them together, including the security. So you will be hired than a person who comes and says, sorry, I'm a Linux expert, or I'm a Microsoft expert. Organizations don't run 100% Linux, or 100% Microsoft, or 100% Cisco. You have combination of all. So the organizations, if you don't have these people, they have to keep on hiring different people to look after different systems. So this chop of 3 people is going to do it alone, and you can just imagine the amount of salary that he can get when you come here. Okay. So then you have the ethical hacking, forensic investigation. Then this is something of us developed together with /com. We have so much of coders. We have so much of software developers, but majority of them are not aware on secure coding. Today, you can be an expert in coding, or you can be an expert in software engineering or software development. But if you are not a secure guy, if your application can be broken by somebody easily, you are not wanted person in the market. So this is why we are putting this, where we are certifying the software developers as a secure software developer. So coming back to ZIKA, as I said, 2,000 plus people. We have 604 undergraduates out of this 380 has already graduated. We have 710 postgraduate students out of that 253 has already been graduated. Then we have professional, we have taught over 1,100 students, and all of them, and these are short courses. So all of them have completed their course. Right. So that's about us. If you have any questions about us, ask me outside. Let's not waste the time of the program that you have come for. Certified Cyber Security Professional, we call as CCSP. We are giving in partnership with the EC Council. So as I said, EC Council is the world's largest certification authority body, and that certifications are accepted worldwide. So we give this as a scholarship program for undergraduate students. So we want them. Now, I spoke about the Bachelor of Cybersecurity program of ours. I know we have the other program, BIT and other computing and all the guys are here. Imagine you complete your degree. At the completion of your degree, you have this. So when you go for a job interview, you have the degree and you have 4 separate international certifications. And you go against somebody who has just come with a general degree or who has come with a normal degree and who will be recruited. Number one. I also must say, when I completed my A-levels back many years ago, I won't say which year because then you all will count my age. At that time, I want to be an accountant. That's it. I mean, we didn't have all these things back then. I went and joined myself for chartered accountancy. And then also, of course, I was selected to Columbia University to do my degree, but I had to wait for 3 years to get into the degree program. I have no harm, I'll tell you, I did my A-levels in 1993, and I went to university in 1996, and I graduated with 2 years degree. Just imagine someone has to wait to get your graduation certificate to get a job. A guy who finished A-level at 93 got it in 2000 only. Sorry, we finished in 2000, graduated in 2001. The certificate was given in 2001, right? So when I became an accountant, that's what I thought I will do. But then somewhere 2 years, 3 years down the line, I decided that's not my field and shifted to do marketing. Why I'm telling you that? You can have a bachelor's degree. Imagine a person who goes to Sri Jayawardhanapura University, where you have to get the highest marks to get into the accountancy faculty of Sri Jayawardhanapura to get your accountancy degree. Unfortunately, the degree certificate only is not going to give you a job, because you got to be either a financial accountant or a management accountant, which is financial accountant is called a chartered accountant, management accountant is called SEMA. That is what the world, the corporate is looking at. If you do not have either one of it, your degree will not give you the job, or even if you get the job, will not give you the position that you want to get if you have not done either one of those certifications. It's a must. In the accountancy field, either you become a chartered accountant or you become a management accountant is a must with your degree. The same thing in cyber security, certified ethical and in computer network defender and CHFI, computer hacking forensic investigator, is a must. You cannot call yourself as a cyber security professional if you do not have these certifications, even though you have a Bachelor of Cybersecurity degree from us, right? So forget about the general degrees specialized in cybersecurity. But even if you have a specific cybersecurity degree, you cannot as a professional without these certifications. Clear? Like I told you about chartered accountancy and CIMA, you must have these qualifications. There are other qualifications also by different organizations, but like CCIM, those are more into managerial level. At the entry level, you need to get your hands dirty. Cybersecurity is not something that you can listen to a lecture and do it. You got to get hands on. These are more practical sessions, right? So if you want to be a cybersecurity professional, you got to have these certifications, and all these certifications are given by the world #1 cybersecurity certification authority body, which is based in United States. They have in many parts of the world. They have now. We are accredited training center of the EC Council in Sri Lanka. So we also give you the CCNA prep class because networking is one of the key things. You need to learn the networking. But I know some of you all may have done the CCNA. You all have done. You don't need to attend this class, but you can attend the class if you want to refresh your mind. Right. What are the key features of this certified cybersecurity professional? #1, as I said, 4 globally recognized certifications. Then it is given for undergraduates because that's the agreement that we have with the EC Council, and they are giving a scholarship. They are giving at a very discounted rate. I'll talk about it at the end of the presentation because students do not have money, but they also want more professionals to come up, qualify fast. But if you do this, as I said, CHFI is a must if you want to be a cybersecurity professional. If you wait to do it after you complete your undergraduate level, then you will have to pay almost 800,000 rupees more, right? So, and this program is delivered fully online. So students don't need to come to the classroom. So you can join, and it is going to be held on Sundays. I'll talk about it that also later. And 8:30 to 5:30, not every Sundays. I'll give you the schedules. In the schedule you will know. We start one by one. We first start the CCNA prep class. Then we start the CND class. Then once it's done, we start the CEH class. Once it is CH done, CHFI. Now, CCNA, we'll talk about it when it comes to the program. If all these sessions are recorded and put it on LMS, if by any chance, for whatever the reason it may be, that you had missed the class or you would come only halfway, you can refer to the lecture notes and the lectures fully recorded and put it onto the site. So you can always, even before the exams are done, you can refresh your mind by listening to the lectures live, recorded. We have lab exercises because this is all about, I said, hands-on, not theory. There are theory classes as well, but mostly we tell you what to do it practical. So we are teaching how to do your labs, and then you have to do labs on your own. If by any chance you cannot attend to the lab sessions which all the directions have been given, we can still organize a lecturer for you, but that has to be paid separately. So the reason why we have taken that out is that not everybody wants that. If you don't want, if you can do it on your own, so why should you pay for the program because some other people who needs it? So that's why we have taken that cost out of your cost. But if you want it, if you feel that I can do better with a lecturer, that is also can be provided. That is also online. Job guarantee. You may ask, how am I so confident in giving you 100% job? because ZIKA consultancies, these are jobs. We need professionals. We are expanding ourselves into Australia. Australian market is huge. Every day I have people calling and saying, please come and set up something in Australia. For me, finding people in Australia is not an issue because we are partnered with Deakin University Australia to offer Bachelor of Cybersecurity students. I only have to tell Deakin, look, give me some of your graduates, and some are graduates Sri Lanka. I also must tell you, Deakin had audit about a month ago, and the professor concerned who came down and said, ZIKA students who are on the Deakin final year are above average compared to all the other students in the bachelor's degree program. So which is a credit to us. They know that we teach those students properly. And also one of the reasons why, without any hesitation, both those, all three government universities allow us to teach you all and for them to give the certification. These are not private institutes. They are not going behind money. They don't want their brand name to be tarnished. So that's why they choose a specific partner who will not tarnish the brand. So one, ZIKA Consultants is looking for opportunities, people like you. Number two, there are many organizations I told you asking me to give cybersecurity people for their companies. Number three, we are setting up a resource augmentation company where you will be working for ZIKA, whatever the new company that we are building. And then we will outsource you to various other organizations. It can be Sri Lanka, it can be in another country. Globally, there's whole loads of scarce resource is the cybersecurity. There are lots of jobs available. I'll talk about it. So that's why without any hesitation, I am guaranteeing you 100% job, but under one condition. What is that condition? You have to complete this. Your certificate of saying certified cybersecurity professional will be given only after you have completed these examinations. These are not our examinations, these are examinations. Now, all these three examinations, we teach you to sit for the exam. CCNA prep, we teach you to sit for the exam. So if you qualify, if you get your certificate, plus you get your bachelor's degree certificate, even if without the bachelor's degree, I will still confirm that you will get this job assurance by ZIKA. I'm on record. This is going live on YouTube channel. You can take my word and you can, if I don't get it, you can always catch me. All right. As I said, what you all need to do, for me to give you 100% assurance on the job, you need to get yourself qualified. If you can't, if you don't get yourself qualified, there's nothing that I can do about it. Your parents or you may be paying and you can go for your chartered accountancy job. But if you don't qualify as a chartered accountant, you cannot be a financial accountant, or people will not be recognizing as a financial accountant. If you don't complete your CIMA, people will not recognize you as a management accountant. The same thing, if you do not complete these things, we can't recognize you as a cybersecurity professional. So you do this, I will give you a guarantee 100%, you will have a job at least in Sri Lanka. If not, I might send you to Australia. I might send you to the Gulf region, the Middle Eastern countries. Or I might send you to there. I'm trying to have a partnership with a friend in Fiji Islands because they are big in telecommunication. So I might send you. Or you might be working for those organizations in Sri Lanka. Or it could be even from your home. So we have not decided, but we are going to trade. And once you come onto that, we are going to get you the knowledge and the experience and also 100% certifications. More than this, we will get you to do so many other certifications so that you are being recognized by the world. These are not only these, most of the certificates are not only recognized in Sri Lanka. They are globally recognized certifications. Then the industry recognition, that's my job. We have been in existence for the last 12 years. I can guarantee at least one person in any organizations in the cybersecurity team has learned from us. At least one person. So I told you 1,131 corporate clients we have taught, 800 ethical hackers, so many undergraduates, so many postgraduates. At least there'll be one person in any organization who had learned from us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this qualification accepted by the corporates, because they also need cybersecurity professionals. I have lots of organizations calling me, asking me to sign up. Recently, our team went to CodeGen and Virtusa for industry visit, our undergraduate students, and they are so happy with the students, and they're asking the company calling and asking, can we sign up an agreement so that your internship, all your students can be done at Virtusa or at CodeGen. PwC is another company, audit firm. So there are so many people who's looking for professionals. So don't worry on that. So I'm going to get this recognized, and I will be happy the day that I'll be really celebrate when I see an advertisement looking for cybersecurity professionals or engineer saying that this qualification is what they are looking at. So because this qualification has all other three qualifications as well. So they don't have to put all these three separate. You just say that we are looking for CCSP for the job. That will be the day that I'll be very happy. So as I said, we give internships and then we give job 100% assurance. So this is the structure that we are going to teach you on. CCNA has 48 lecture hours, 8 lab sessions, and you have 40 lab sessions that you need to do on your own. As I said, if you can't, we'll support you at a cost. Defending networks. Now here we do know CCNA tells you all about networking, how you do the networks, how do you connect the networks, all that is taught at the CCNA. Defending CNB do not talk about how to do networks. They're talking about completely security, how to safeguard your network. So that is why we put this up in front so that you learn CCNA and come, even if somebody has not gone, because otherwise it might be a little difficult for you to understand this when you don't have the networking background. So here, fully about security, and once you get this qualification, you can rest assured that you are a good network defender. But of course, what you learned probably last year before, will be completely different this year. Technology evolving, so you need to have continuous professional development programs combining with DC Council or with us, so that you upgrade your knowledge as well, that you don't believe in what you learned 5 years ago still remains. So, certified ethical hacking. Can somebody tell me what is this certified ethical hacking is? Is it hacking legal or illegal? You guys are going to be cybersecurity professionals. If you don't know whether the hacking is legal or illegal, you might end up in the jail. It is illegal. So what is ethical in hacking? How to be certified? In very simple terms, if I tell you, if you want to catch a thief, you got to think like a thief. Same thing, if you want to catch a hacker, you got to think like a hacker. You got to understand how do they penetrate into systems? How do they break in? What tools do they use? Right? What are the latest technologies? This hacking community is upgrading their knowledge much faster than any country law and enforcement. That's the gospel truth. We can't stop. So if you want to defend your organization, defend your network from a hacker, you got to learn how the hacker is working. Otherwise, how can you do it? When you go home today, I hope it will happen. If your house is broken, a burglar has entered into your house, do you go to the police station or you go to the temple or the mosque or whatever religion that you believe in? I'm sure the answer is to the police. But if you walk into the police, you go to the traffic branch or you go to the crime branch. Obviously, crime branch. When you go to the crime branch, the guy will say, sit down, sir, tell me what happened. So while you are explaining him what happened, he will know who robbed your house or who broke in. Because he knows last week one guy came out of jail. He got into the jail because he did the same thing. So he will tell the sergeant, police jeep पे क्या बोला अरे वालेंगे. That's the training that the crime branch, OIC, or the officer is being shown. But if you go to the traffic branch, tell a crime, he doesn't know what to do. Obviously, he will not entertain you. The same thing. You got to learn this if you are to become a cybersecurity professional. You got to know how the hackers are working. Like you need to know how to defend the network. You need to know what tools that they use. Now, I had the chance of attending before Corona the world largest hacker conference in Las Vegas called DEF CON. You all can search for DEF CON. It's the world largest. I think almost about 12,000 hackers all around the world coming. At the same time, you have the FBI, CIA, Interpol, all the guys. They are to see who's doing what. But this community, I mean, in US, the law is very strict. You can't arrest a person just because saying that I hack into this. So they come and tell. That's how they educate the hacker conference. Do you know, for me to get a ticket to go for this hacker conference, I have to go stay in the line previous day at 8 o'clock in the night. Session starts at 10 o'clock in the morning the following day. I have to stay in the queue. No toilet breaks. Toilet break is you tell, look, I'll go to the toilet and come, please look after my place. That big the DEF CON is. I went to see for my own. And I mean, it's amazing. One, they have about minimum about 30 sessions a day. When you normally attend a conference, you can, all sessions you can attend, here you can't. There are about 30 sessions a day. Parallel, there are about 10 sessions going. So you got to select which session that you want to go. Where is your interest? Is it mobile forensic, or is it cloud computing, or you need to select, because all those things will happen parallel. And one is on this corner of Las Vegas, the other one is on the other corner of Las Vegas. Each conference has minimum 1,000 to 1,200 participants, each workshop. You can just imagine how this hacker community keeps developing. And they come and update. And there are certain portals, they update. If I'm a hacker, if I find something new, I put it onto the portal so that everybody can learn free. You go and learn Google and say how to hack Facebook. There'll be step-by-step approach, even YouTube videos, how to hack Facebook. So that's how they keep on coming. So you must learn this. Otherwise, how can you call yourself a cybersecurity professional? Last but not least, first, you learn what happens in networks. Second, you learn how to defend the network. Third, you learn what the hackers learn. Finally, if by any chance somebody has beaten you with all three, if you had come into the system, you need to identify, or you need to support the organization. How do I do the forensic investigation? How, where, when, what? How did he break in? Where did he go? What did he delete or steal? All that information you need to learn. You need to know how to find out. Otherwise, you go as a cybersecurity professional, incident take place, boss says, please go and find that out. Sorry, boss, I don't know how to do it. You need to find somebody else. And then you call yourself a cybersecurity professional, right? But if you can't go and do a basic investigation,
How do you call yourself a cybersecurity professional? So this is also very common thing most of the organizations do when an incident take place. Machine you take the machine, and then put it to available. Then you do an investigation. You have lost evidence. That guy can come and say, sorry, Mama Baragande, because all whatever you have found in the computer is after you have taken it from me. I never did anything. So if you want to do it properly, there are certain techniques, there are certain things that you need to follow, because whatever you find has to be in court of law accepted. Nathan Terumanne. Right? So I'm sorry I'm conducting this in English. I hope everybody can understand the English language, but if there's any concerns, please talk to me. I will also do translation in Sinhala, but in Tamil, if you want, my colleagues are there, they will help you. මෙතන දොරෙන් එළියට යනකොට ඔක්කොම විස්තර ටික දැනගෙන යන්න අපිට language ප්‍රශ්න නෙමෙයි තියෙන විස්තර දැනගෙන යන්න for you to කොහොමද cyber security professional කෙනෙක් ලංකාවේ සහ පිටරටක total practical hours that you need to do it on your own. But if that is an issue, of course, we will also teach you separately. I'll quickly run the content of these programs, and I mean, most of you all will be this content. Or you can even go to our website and see this. So CCNA, as I said, is basically about how a network can be done. There's a bit of network security. The basics of network security is also being taught. And how to set your network is basically about CCNA. CND, as I said, can you see all security? Everything is about security, the risk, then threat prediction with cyber security, threat intelligence. Like you got to know where do you find these intelligence. කොහෙද කවුද කියන්නේ මේම threat එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා. මොන රටේද? අල්ලපු ගෙදර security risk එකක් තියලා එක burglar කරා නම් තමාගේ ගෙදර වෙනකන් ඉන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. So this is the same thing. If India, there's an attack, if South Asian region, if there's an attack, you need to threat intelligence. How did that happen? So that you protect your country and protect your, don't wait till that hits you. So as I said, can you see, it's all about network attack and defense strategies, network securities, perimeter securities, endpoint securities, all about security is what we're going to teach you at CND. Then we look at the CEH, again, hacking, vulnerability assessments, numeration, SQL injection, cryptography, footprinting. I mean, footprinting is finding out how people are keeping all these footprints in the digital world. So they all, so if you have DOS attacks, then you have the DDoS attacks. So all that is being taught here. So if you don't know this, I don't think anyone, just because you complete your degree, can call yourself a cybersecurity professionals. You have your degree, but I will not guarantee your job. Even if you get the degree from CICRA or DKIN from this, I will not give you a guarantee on the job if you don't do this. But you do these qualifications, I'll give you the guarantee. So CHFI, it's all about forensic analysis. How do you do the forensic? How do you find where, when, how? There are some people break into the system and they retain. Can you give me the last one? They retain in the system. Company how many things have been stolen? Right? Right. What is most interesting is Where do I go after I learn this? Do I get a job? Can I get a job? How much can I earn? මම මෙච්චර ගාණක් මගේ අධ්‍යාපනයට වේදන් කරන්නේ මට ඒක රිටර්න් ඔෆ් ඉන්වෙස්ට්මන්ට් එකක් තියෙනවද? කාගෙන් හරි ලෝන් එකක් හරි සහෝදරයෙන් හරි කාගෙන් හරි අතමාරුවක් හරි මොකක් හරි අරගන්නවනම් ඒක අරගෙන මං කොහමද ඒක යට අපස්සේ ගෙවන්නේ? Right? So here I'm going to talk about all the growth of cybersecurity. Do you know this is the only industry that has 350% growth? So if you can tell me any other industry which has 350% growth, this is between 2013 to 2021. 2013 there's 1 million jobs vacant in cybersecurity. This is taken by internet, right? And then by 2021, there's 3.5 million jobs available in the market. Million 3.5 jobs, 350% growth in the industry. And this is 2021. Can you tell me why? There's one reason we all know. No? COVID. Corona made people run to digital platforms in order to sustain. ඕගොල්ලන් උනත් පොඩි බිස්නස් එකක් කරා නම් කොරෝනා දවස්වල අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මොකක් කරේ ඇප් එකක් හදාගෙන හරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලැට්ෆෝම් එකක් හරි මොකක් කරේ දාගෙන බිස්නස් එක නැත්තම් කොහොමද කස්ටමර්ට සපෝට් කරන්නේ? Corona shut the whole country, the whole world down. So lot of people who had 3 years of plan to go into the digital platforms, they ran in 1 week or 2 weeks. As I said, we made, ZIKA made T-auction digitized within 1 week because we had the domain knowledge that we put out the minimum viable solution. While the T-auctions going on, we kept on developing so that the business also goes on, technology also keeps on developing. To date, jobs are not filled. මෙතන 2021 තිබ්බ 3.5 million jobs. 2021 එනකම් තාම 3.5 million jobs are not. Some of the jobs have been filled, but million 3.5 තාම not filled. Okay. Disparity between demand and supply continues till 2028. Disparity के demand එක තියෙනවා මෙච්චරක් supply එක තියෙන්නේ මෙච්චරයි. So gap එක අපේ ලංකාවේ මේ ආදායමයි වියදමයි වගේ, right, is huge. So how do you shorten the gap? People like you learn, come in as a cybersecurity professional. This is why we are offering this to undergraduates at the lower cost to reduce this gap disparity. 63% of the businesses still feels cybersecurity positions are unfilled. Now, there are many organizations calling and asking us to take over and do cybersecurity as a managed services to the company. Now we have started doing that. That's why I need people. I'm 100% job guarantee. Like I have so many companies are asking me, can you do it? Why are they asking me? Because the skill labor is very minimum. අපි හිතමු දැන් ගිහලා ලක්ෂ 5කට join වෙනවා company එකට for the cyber security specialist කෙනෙක් කියලා. මිනිහා අවුරුදු දෙකක් මාස 4-5ක් වැඩ ගන්නකොට he gets a job offer or he gets a migration, he wants to migrate to Australia. So he gives a resignation and he leaves. Then the company processes another මාස 3-4ක් යනවා ඒ වගේ කෙනෙක් ආයි hire කරනවා. මිනිහත් මාස 4කින් 3කින් යනවා. Today there is a brain drain in this country. I mean, even in the parliament they talk about brain drain. Skilled labor have been taken. අපේ tax කරනවා. high bracket එකේ ඉන්නවනම් 136ක් tax කරනවා. but parallel වල තාම වලවල්. right? transport system එකේ කෝච්චිය පොල්ලේ එලිලා යන්නේ. පොඩ්ඩක් මිස් වුණොත් මැරෙනවා. but you go to Australia, there's no problem. on කැමැත්තෙන් tax එක ගෙවනවා because transportation එක පාරේ වලක් නැහැ. වලක් තියලා දැක්ක ගමන් ටක් ගාලා complain කරපු ගමන් municipality එකේ ඇවිල්ලා හදනවා ටක් ගාලා. not even half one now. So that's the difference. People want to go there. So brain drain එකකින්ද people are going, the companies can't retain. So their cyber security is at a huge risk. So අපිට ඊළ කතා කරන්න දිනවා, can you all take this over and can you take it, so that they are passing the headache to us. They are gladly taking it because I have the professionals. I don't have to worry about it. And then cybersecurity market by 2021 it's 180 billion. No? And they expect to grow 372.04 billion by 2022. So 300% growth එක කියන එක බොරුවකුත් නෙමෙයි. ඔය ඔක්කොම numbers කොහෙන් කරකවලා ගත්තත් it can be true. So the Australian, now if you go search the amount of money US federal government has allocated for cybersecurity, නිකමට ඔය Google කරලා බලන්න, it will be definitely more than Sri Lankan GDP. Also go into Australian government allocation for cybersecurity. Today, if a war breaks out again somewhere, it's not going to be with AK-47, T-56 and rocket launchers. It will be in the cyber world. But America connect critical infrastructure. If you look at it, I mean, how did we manage to stop this war? Whether good or bad of Prabhakaran, he went and stopped this anikat critical infrastructure. So that is where everything started. So the same way, what happens if they blast the Victoria Dam? All connected. So next type of war is not going to be with coming and shooting like this. It will be in the cyber world, and you may be not even seated here. You may be in some island, nicely enjoying yourself and attacking everywhere else. You only need internet. So quickly, I'll show you some of the job opportunities that this is in US. Huh? Not many organized countries have put out their job opportunities. If you take US, entry level, cybersecurity specialist, cybersecurity analysis, incident and intrusion analysis, IT auditor. මෙන්න අවුරුද්දකට හම්බ වෙන පඩිය. 1 year, this is average annual income. Mid-level, again someone same. But in cybersecurity, you will, based on your qualification, number of years of experience, that is where you're going to put your price. Amount of jobs, 39,629 jobs available. 27,226 jobs available. Right? So then you look at the advanced level roles. These are all mandabu number again from the internet. Right? So you can see the amount of job openings, even at advanced level roles. Last December, I was in Australia. I met my friends when I met there. ඔක්කොම ගොඩක් කට්ටියට ICT side ඔය මොකක් හරි software development හරි මොනවද කරගෙන හිටියේ. Now they are telling me, Madan, I'm learning cyber security at the age of 45, 50. I said, are you mad? Why are you now going to cyber security, which I told you many years ago you didn't do? Madan, you know, I am getting paid 10, 12,000 rupees dollars a month now. But if I have these qualifications, if I go into cybersecurity, I can take $25,000 per month home. See the demand. So now the IT guys all, and even at the old age, going to learn. Imagine that I told you if you do the foundation and go in the degree path, you are 19 plus, when you are a cybersecurity professional. The degree, professional for certifications, and if you do it with us, we give 1 year internship. Final year, it's a must, and then you go to the market with your degree with 1 year of experience. When you are 28, you have 1 year of experience at 19, another 11 years, you have 12 years of experience with all these professions. At the age of 28, you can get much more than this. But if you are a hands-on person, I am repeating, මම බලලා තුව 100% job guarantee කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ තුන්ම. Right. Can you? So I'm just going to show you if somebody wants to migrate, the opportunities that you have. අපි කවුරුහරි හිතමු ලංකාවේ parallelization කියලා. ලංකාවෙන් පිට යනවා නම් just click this Australian first one. That's the New Zealand one. Other one. Anitaka. Direct, right? Now, when you are going to migration, there is two lists. One is skills in demand migration. This one is priority visa processing. You have skills in demand, also you have priority processing also. Skills in demand will go on the normal line. It will take 6 months or 1 year. Priority processing may work even within 1 month. Now you go down on the priority processing, go down on the side, down, further down. Now go slow, further down. IT security specialist is in the list of priority processing for your visa. So how do you calculate as IT security professionals? Those certifications and the degree. Now, if you're going to the DKIN, if you're going to Australia, you have a DKIN degree, which is a government university accepted, and world accepted those certifications. You can apply 262112 category for priority processing. Go back. Now, presentation. Sorry, wait here. Now, can you see in this Australia's cybersecurity sector competitiveness plan? See how in depth go down that they have gone and studied this site. You can we can go in and see how well they are preparing themselves. And as I said, they are spending so much of money from the government cybersecurity, right? So go back to the presentation. So this is in Australia. These are two sites that I said. We go to New Zealand. Press next one. UK. davidsonmorris.com is where I go. UK is this one. Right? Shortage occupation list 2023. This is in United Kingdom. Go down. Stop. Who's still in this list? Migration Advisory Committee. Updates to the shortage occupation list. They are telling, right? So go down. And let's see where cybersecurity is in. Go down. No. I think 23200. So this is the list of occupation list, shortage occupation list. Go down. Go down. Further down. Pull. Architect designs, go down. Hold on. Here. Only cybersecurity specialist. Very categorically tells only cybersecurity specialist who can come on 2139 application is only for cybersecurity specialist. And we are calling them. So if you want to go to Australia, you are in priority processing. If you go to UK, you are in the skills shortage list. announced by the government itself for 2023. Back to the presentation. Next one. New Zealand. Let's go to this side. Skill shortage immigration. This is not New Zealand. This one. IT security specialist. Skill shortage list checker. So, I mean, if any Sri Lankan wants to go abroad, especially for migration, these would be the three best destinations, either to Australia or New Zealand or UK. But there will be so much of job up. I mean, you don't need to migrate to go to Middle East. You can work for 10, 15 years and come back. That's what many do. You don't need to migrate. So if you look at the Middle East now, Saudi is picking up. I mean, it's not same Saudi that we saw 5, 10 years ago. They are more westernized now. So the young king, I think the king's son has taken over. Now he's changing the whole thing. So there you have a lot of jobs. And we are talking about starting salary $10,000, $15,000 US dollars. Back to presentation. Next slide. So what is most interesting now is your investment. Bayuna. This is the cost that you will have to pay if you don't do it now. Undergraduate time make a career make a because most of it is depending on the dollar rate. Right? So if you are to do CH today, probably until next 6 months in SIKRA, it is 340,000 rupees. CND is 340, CHFI is 340. If you have to do it here, after you complete your degree. Because the EC Council is saying, I can't be offering this to postgraduate students. They are earning professionals. So let them pay. But they are willing to give this for undergraduates less than the age of 23, 24. If you're not an undergraduate. But if you're an undergraduate, even at the age of 26 or 27, if you have a valid ID of being an undergraduate, you can join this program. So we need that valid idea. So it has to be said, if your ID is there till 2024, that can be accepted. If you have done HND, if you have done BIT, you're waiting for top-up degree to be done. Because I had some people asking, can we do top-ups? Sorry, you don't have a top-up in cybersecurity, because if you have a top-up, it will be BIT or computing or whatever specialized in cybersecurity. Because you have learned basic IT subjects. So this all inclusive exam voucher here, $300 exam voucher. So what we are offering to you is this scholarship program. We are only charging you 175,000 rupees against this amount. But this 175,000 rupees does not include the exam voucher. You have to pay that separately. Roughly about $577. Right? So $577 when you are doing CEH, you have to, before you start the CEH class, you have to pay for the CEH exam because iLabs, all that. Now, CEH, we are giving you version 12, which is the latest version, and Elite. When you have Elite, earlier what happens is if you sit to the exam, if you fail, by any chance, resit will be $300. Otherwise, it's $500 the first sit. That is inclusive here. But the Elite version, version 12 Elite, which we are purchasing and giving it to you under this cost, I think you have 3 or 5 times you can do without a problem. Right? So try to pass it up from the first try itself. Right? So that's the advantage that you have, the CH version 12 and Elite version. So your cost total will be 348,100 against this almost about 800,000 scholarship that you are giving for you. So I am guaranteeing your job at the end of it. Leave that to me. You pay this, make this investment, and you become a professional. You will not come and ask the job from me. I will 100% guarantee. You will say, thank you, sir. I'm going to Australia. Thank you, sir. I'm going to Middle East. All that. But ඔක්කොම දාලා යන්නත් එපා අපිටත් ඕන මිනිස්සු. Right? I also need people for my other work, resource augmentation, ලංකාවේ company තියෙනවා මේ protect කරන්න ඕන. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඔක්කොම රට ගියොත් එම ඉවරයි. So most interesting, the next one. For those who attended the session today, I will also give for those who are attending the session online a special offer. But this offer finishes on Tuesday. Right? I will give it to you at 145,000. There's a 30,000 rupee discount if you register today. I know you guys have not brought the money now, right? You can make the payment on or before Tuesday. This discount is if you are to pay full amount at once. But if you can't pay this amount, you can pay on installment basis. Then of course, not this amount, there will be a little bit more. So then it will be starting from this. But if you register before Tuesday and make the payment, whatever the amount that you can pay. So other may program එකට online සහ මෙතන සහභාගී වුණ කට්ටියට මේ program එක 1,45,000කට දෙනවා. What is otherwise exactly 1 million. 800,000 උත් නෙමෙයි 1 million. Right? So if you are to pay this or do this, මං කිව්වේ මේ certificate නැතුව කවදාවත් ඔයාට cyber security professional කෙනෙක් කියලා market එකේ කියන්න බෑ. Undergraduate level එකේ කරොත් මේ අඩු ගානකට කරන්න පුළුවන්. But afterwards if you do, you might have to pay much more than this depending on the dollar rate. May dollar is calculated at 300. I know today it has gone to 310 or 15, but this is calculated at 300 rupees. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. This is all what I have to tell. ඔයගලන්ගේ ප්‍රශ්න මොකක්ද තියෙනවා නම්, if you have anything that you need to clarify, ask. Time is yours. My suggestion, I'm talking about her, of my student, this you should do at least during year 1 or year 2, not at year 3. By year 3, compulsory work. So while working, you have to do your studies also. You're going to have a problem. But if someone at year 3 now, no choice, hit your over a million, 1.2 million. If you do it now, and I will give you a guarantee of the job. There is a problem. Other than that, you're a decent person who goes and get a job and do your job and come back. There is no problem. Yeah. Now, exam vouchers ටික $577. ඒකේ වෙනසක් නැහැ. ඒකේ $577 එකපාරට ගෙවන්න ඕනෙත් නැහැ. අපි හිතමු මට හරියට මතක නැහැ ඒකේ breakdown එක මොකක්ද කියලා. CH එකේ හිතමු $120 නම් CH එක පාවිච්චි කරනකොට you have to pay $120 equivalent in cash ඒ තියෙන දවස්වල. ඒක අපි කලින් ගන්නෙත් නැත්තේ සල්ලි. මොකද අපිටත් දන්නේ නැහැ ඩොලර් එකකින්. දැන් දවස් 10කට කලින් 290 ගන්න තිබ්බ ඩොලර් එක දැන් 315ක් වෙනවා. So we don't know. So when you do CH, so CH එකට එන්නේ CCNA CND කරලා ඉවරයි. So CND එකට ගන්න ඕනේ ඊට කලින්. Because if you don't pay that fee, you will not get the iLabs. Labs ඔක්කොම is online. So if you don't get iLabs, you can't do your tests. ප්‍රශ්න මොකක්ද තියෙනවා? Good question. So duration of the course I'll go back here. Now, if you can see 168 lecture hours plus 20, 188 lecture hours, and then you have 160 separate on your own study. Then make a අපිට ළමයට එකපාරට ඔක්කොම කරන්න අමාරු. So we are looking at undergraduates now. So the undergraduate එකේ you will have your own program. Again, in lectures, undergraduate lectures. So that is why makeup is Saturday, Sunday. And the Sunday online is also because we are at your own home. You can sit down and relax and do this, right? So not, again, it's not every, so I will not say whether it's 6 months or 8 months. Now, for example, if this, after this 56 hours are over, you need to do this 40. And we want you, before you come to CND, make it exam එක ඉවර කරලා ඉන්න. මේ ඔක්කොම ඉවර කරලා exam කරන්න ගියොත් නම් පුතෝ, it's difficult. So we are giving you certain times, maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks, for you to do this on your own. If you can't, we will have classes. And after that, we want you to do this qualification, get over with it. And then you come to CND because you're on the heat of that subject. If you wait till you do CS to do CND, then sometimes you might not even do both. But however, your exam voucher is valid for 1 year. මම කියන්නේ 1 year නෙමෙයි 8 මාස දෙකෙන් හරි තුනෙන් හරි ඉවර කරලා finish it. So by the time that you finish this, you're coming to the final year. Then ඔයා වැඩ කරන්න යන්නේ. I mean, if you are a ZIKA student, you are going to the final year for work. Imagine you are going to the final year as a cybersecurity professional, still an undergraduate, but you have all these qualifications. Imagine how well you can perform. ඊට පස්සේ වාට internship එක පටන් ගන්නවා say 35,000 40. Now there are certain organizations asking interns from us at 75,000. Depends on which organization you go. They may not take you as intern. They take you as interns for first 2 months. ඊට පස්සේ දැනගත්තාම ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ දැනුම කෙලින්ම ඔයගොල්ලන්ව permanent කරලා වෙන position එකක් දෙන්නේ. Because you have all this. So I cannot guarantee you whether this can be completed in 6 months or 8 months and 9. It's up to you. But we will try to finish this as early as possible without disturbing your undergraduate programs. Well, undergraduate programs exams තියෙනවා. එතකොට exams එනකොට අපි ඔක්කොගේම exams බලලා අපිට exam set කරන්න තමයි. Because then there are so many people. So we එතකොට මේ වැඩේ එමන අවුරුද්දක් විතර මේකත් දුවයි. So we will manage as much as possible supporting you, but you will also need to do this. මේ පැහැදිලි කරන්න ඕන අනිවාර්යයෙන්. හිතන්න එපා මම අපිට වෙනම දෙන්න මම මේක වෙනම කරගන්නම් කියලා. You can't do that. So the answer is that maybe we are looking at maximum 6 months, 8 months to complete it, but it all depends on your hand. How fast you can do this and gain the knowledge. At ZIKA, we are giving you a knowledge. ZIKA is not a certificate manufacturing plant. So knowledge you can sit for any exam at any time and pass. Any other questions on the group? Ask him to join. He's asking a lot of good questions. Okay, so the intake is, there's one intake that started last week. We had one class last week. So obviously that's a CCNA class. That's an introductory class. It will take at least 6 to 8 weeks or a little bit more to complete that. So I would suggest, if you all want to join, I'm giving you that 145,000 offer also. You can join this Sunday class. So you have missed only one class, and we will have the recordings. Even with the recordings, I will give you another maybe half an hour, 1 hour, or whatever additional support for you all, so that you can continue immediately. So if not, not, you have to wait till the next session, maybe another 2 months. But whether you join this class or next class, if you register now before Tuesday and make the payment, I will give you at 145,000 rupees, the entire program, without the exam fees. Any other questions? Online. Exams are done by EC Council. So you can do the exams even at home. So you yourself can apply for the exam from EC Council, or you can even come here. We will facilitate at our lab to do it, because you need to have proper internet connections, because if it breaks, then there is a problem, because they give you each exam has certain multiple questions. We have to do it within that given hours, 2 hours or 3 hours. And then CH how long? 3 hours. 3 hours. How many questions? 100. 120 questions we have to answer within 3 hours. But we have students who have answered within even 25, 30 minutes and gone. You get the results immediately. Available on submit color in identifying, you will get the whether you have passed or failed, and the certificate will be emailed to you. But this day and age, you can't have certificate to come in 5 months time, and you wait for another 2 weeks or 3 weeks or months to understand whether you have passed or failed. You can't do this. These are all online programs. And you can post certified ethical hacking or Facebook LinkedIn profile update karana. I'm a certified ethical hacker. Now a lot of people do recruitment on LinkedIn. Mama LinkedIn එක හොයනවනම් මම දාන්නේ certified ethical hacker certificate තියෙන එක්කෙනා මට හොයලා දෙන්න. And then the LinkedIn applies to you, saying that look, so and so is looking, you are ideal candidate for that position. Even if you don't look for jobs, they'll tell you. Any other questions? Tuesday. Offer validity 145,000 is Tuesday, coming Tuesday. So you register, contact whoever you have dealt with this office, ask that person, then that person will send you the application registration form. You register, but not only register, you need to make the payment if you want to get it at 145,000 rupees. If not, you can at 175. But as I said, you can join this class, or you can even join the next class if you have made the payment early. If you are joining for sure, then it's no problem. There is a student agreement, then there is a link, all that will be shared. Any other? There are payment schemes. There are monthly or semester payment schemes. So talk to the person whom you have. There is Basit here, who is a marketing person. So before you leave, you can talk to Basit and get all those information. If you are unable to pay the total amount at once. So if you are unable to pay this amount, this is a full down payment. Loan if you are working, or if you ask your parents to get a loan, and maybe today you pay 18% or 19% for 1 year, it will be still cheaper than you try to go on an easy payment scheme of ours. Sorry? There'll be not one person, there'll be different people who have been contacting with us for so many years. So if you want, we can give you the names of this. Sorry, I have not put those names here. But all are certified and they have been teaching for a long time. Locals, all locals. Mega and the foreign then never. $1 selling, but Now, for example, why we are charging 350,000 for all three is it's done by a foreigner. It's a Indonesian. He's an award-winning uh, trainer of EC Council. So we always get the best, and we pay a higher amount to our lecturers because they are the industry experts. For cybersecurity domain, you can't have academics teaching you cybersecurity. For certain subjects, we hire them, but you got to have industry people hands-on. So he should have done the labs. Any questions? Yeah, yeah. ඒක සන්න මේ ප්‍රයිස් එක 175 ම තමයි. ඒක කියන්න බෑ ඉතින් මේ ඩොලර් එකට මොන හරි වුණොත් එහෙම ඒක we might have to today we can't give a guarantee that this 175 will be there for this entire 2023. But this is our introductory offer. So things can change. Now, as I said, 10 days ago, dollar was at 290, now 315. Today, 10 days after. Any questions? Yeah. We expect you to do it your job. Exam pass when the back. So we also have a testing methodology. So we will, once you come back and say there are assignments that you need to submit. Assignment based, you need to submit those assignments. Then our guys will know whether you have done it or not. But here is something, you got to understand, he can't be spoon feeding. You are trying to be a cybersecurity professional. You got to act like a professional if you want to be a professional. So if you come and say, look, I have done 40 hours, I'm okay to go, we believe you, we trust you. If you have done the assignments, somebody else have done the assignment and uploaded to you, we believe you. But you will suffer at the exam. All inclusive in that your own session. So there are pre-exam preparations. So there will be mock exams doing. So we are not going to drop you off. We want you to qualify. Yeah. Multiple choice. Yeah, these are all multiple choice. Yeah. So once you complete these 4 certifications with the CCNA prep, there is one small exam for 4 hours, again 100 questions, multiple choice, done by us. For us to issue this CCSP cryptography. So when you ask questions like that, the employees straight away kick you out. They expect you to learn. But forget what, the program right now you're in, whether you like it or not, you have invested in it. You have gone certain steps, maybe year 1 or year 2, or maybe you are the final year. Don't stop that. I am not asking you to come and do any degree program of ours. But do this. This is for your own good. And even if others don't give you a job, I'm going to give you a guaranteed job here. For me, degree is good if it is there. But even without the degree, if you do this, I will guarantee you a job. So, yeah, okay. මේක විතරක් ඇති. මේ තුනම මේ ටික ඔක්කොම. සයිබර් සිකියුරිටි ප්‍රොෆෙෂනල් කෙනෙක් වෙන්න මේ සර්ටිෆිකේට් ටික අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. මේක අපි නෙට්වර්ක් ගැන කතා කරනවා. මේක නෙට්වර්ක් එක ඩිෆෙන්ඩ් කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. මේක හැකර් කෙනෙක් කොහොමද එයාගේ මයින්ඩ් එක වැඩ කරන්නේ කියලා උගන්වනවා. ඊට පස්සේ කවුරු හරි පෙනිට්‍රේට් කරන ඇතුළට ආවට පස්සේ කොහොමද ආවේ කියලා ඒක ඉන්වෙස්ටිගේට් කරන්න උගන්වනවා. ඒතර මේ හතර නැතුව වාට කියන්න බෑ මම සයිබර් සිකියුරිටි ප්‍රොෆෙෂනල් කෙනෙක්. ඔය CISM ඔක එක වෙන එක තියෙනවා. ඒවා අර සීනියර් ලෙවල් එකට. බට් මේවා hands on අත dirty කරගන්න programs. මේක තිබ්බොත් ඕන තරම් jobs තියෙනවා. මේ ටික ගත්තා. Anyone want any explanation in Tamil? No? Right? So if anyone feeling shy to ask a question, we'll be here, my team will be here. So thank you very much for joining the session. I hope it was fruitful and you all got some information how your career can be set and how you can be a wanted person. Now, උදාහරණයකට anyone doing software engineering here? A friend of mine brought his child, was talking about want to do software engineering. I said software engineering is good, but be careful. AI is going to replace that very soon. Because I was a board member of Flagship, Sri Lanka Association of Software and Service Companies, and our company is a member of Flagship. While I was there, we have developed Kids for Coding killer programming. Now the kids at 10 years learning to code. කොහොමද code කරන්නේ? application එක තියෙනවා. application එකේ ළමයා දානවා මට ඕනේ මෙන්න මේ රෝබෝ මෙතන ඉඳන් අතනට දීලා මෙන්න මේ හර්ඩ්ස් එකකින් දුවන්න කියලා. එයා අවශ්‍ය requirement එක දානවා application එකට. application එහා පැත්තෙන් එවනවා code එක. So you just have to go and paste the code there. Imagine in the industry that you're going to go, අවුරුදු 3කින් අවුරුදු 4කින් 5කින් if your job levels are coming down, it's a concern. Now you know cybersecurity 350% growth, going up to $372 billion. ඒක අවුරුදු තව 10කට 15කට නම් වැටෙන්නේ. වැටෙන්න ක්‍රමයක් නැහැ නේ. අපි ඔය AI කතා කරනකොට තව කවුරු ඉන්න බෑ cyber security එක බලන්න. AI එකේ machine learning තියෙනකොට machine learning එකේ cyber security බලන්නත් ඉන්න බෑ. දැන් driverless vehicles තියෙනවා. autonomous vehicles. දැන් අවුරුදු තව 10කින් විතර අපි මේ driverless helicopter එකකින් උත් යයි. So you need to have more cyber security professionals. මේ industry එක නෑ මේ technology එකට වැටෙනවා. technology එක කවදාවත් වැටෙන්නේ කියලා මට නම් හිතන්න බෑ ඉදිරියට. So my humble request to you is ගුරු මුස්තිය වගේ තමාගේ ළඟ තියාගන්න නැතුව ඔයාගේ අනිත් යාළුවටත් කියලා එයාවත් ඇදගෙන එන්න. තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් කණින් හරි ඇදගෙන එන්න අපි කියලා දෙන්නම්. I want cyber security professionals. මට පුව කියන්න පුළුවන් වුණා නම් මම මේ අවුරුද්දක් අතර මම ප්‍රොෆෙසර් 100ක් එළියට දැම්මා 200ක් එළියට දැම්මා කියලා I'll be very happy because you all will be going abroad. එනකොට අපිට චොක්ලට් එකක් අරන් එන්නේ. So thank you very much. There is a small refreshment arranged outside. Please have that. And at the same time, if you need further details, payment komada karanne, application komada karanne, I have my team out there. Can talk to them or talk to me. Thamanari clarify karanne munara tiyona mata katha. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.